Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So guys, today we have a little bit of an interesting topic, I guess. I had during my stream during one of my streams, I had somebody that came in and just asked, you know, if I have some time to drop into his account and have a look at what champions he has, what gear he has, like how he progressed in this game, and you know, just generally asking for some advice. So the whole idea behind his playstyle was, okay, he just had this as a time burner, as he said, but having this as a time burner, he invested a lot in buying shards. So I said, okay, let's have a look and see what actually happened. I've looked through his account and I've noticed that he actually has been playing for over a year. Like, he's already to the Cleopteryx part, so that's like what, 9 months. So he's already past the 9 months and on the road to get Cleopteryx. Has lots of champions that he's pulled. You could see that he was spending a little bit in the game, but he was actually stuck in certain content. Like, he was stuck on Dragon on stage 17 or 18, and you see as an example the type of the champions that we have right now. So I went to do the account and I started having a look, and usually when I do these types of takeovers, the first thing that I do is try to put the fastest gear that I have on the account on the fastest champion. That can be, like, you know, the speed booster, the thermometer booster for arena and stuff like that. So as an example, I would either put the fastest gear on somebody like a Gorgorab, an Apothecary, if there's an Arbiter, Lysandra, if not Seeker, Runekeeper. So basically there's different other champions that you would build and put the fastest gear on depending on like who you have. Because at a mid-level account, you would use that champion for your arena booster and thermometer booster, but at the same time, he would be your champion for the dungeons as well. Like, I'll give an example where that one's going. This used to be his Gorgorab. So his Gorgorab used to be 254. He used to be the fastest. Okay, so this would be like the gear that we would take in order to, let me move myself. This would be the gear that he used to have, roughly. And I said, okay, let me have a look at Apothecary because he has a higher base speed. Let's see what we can do. Look, I randomly checked stage 21. We're still going. And I said, okay, let me have a random look at what I can do for Apothecary, and we could get Apothecary at 273. So it doesn't matter if you have somebody that's, I don't know, it looks like it's an epic, it's a better champion. Always check the base speed, because this influences the speed your champion is going to have when they wear speed sets, perceptions, because they give you a percentage. Like, speed is 12% as an example. So because of that percentage and the base of 106 on Apothecary can be 273. That can be a lot better. So basically what I did for starters, I was like, okay, check through the account. Like I mentioned, the account has lots and lots of good champions. He has like insane legendaries, really good champions around here, good epics. He has the champions to like for clan boss. Look at this, lots and lots of champions to work on. But I said, because he doesn't have good farming teams, like for example, I mentioned Dragon. He didn't have a team. He was farming stage, I don't think, let me see if I still have the team there. He was farming, yeah, he doesn't have the team anymore here. I don't remember, but he was using some of these champions. Like, we could get them back in here, we could get other champions. But what I said was, okay, like this, let's try and build a core of champions that we could use everywhere, because his gear is lacking. Like I said, the highest speed that we could get was on Apothecary 273, which is not as high. Then obviously I tried to get still in a Relentless set, and everybody else fast, and like Gambo, for example, I got him for as a nuker. Because of that, I managed to get his team to be on Dragon 22 minutes and 7 seconds. As you saw, I've done 21 as well, just randomly to check it, where almost everybody was wrong affinity and we still beat it. So I'm still gonna try to push with this team, see if I can get to at least 24. And if I can get to 24, then I will tell him, okay, you will need to farm stage 24 with your team. I might tweak some stuff because I'm still testing, I'm still working out his account. Like I said, he's really not, he doesn't really have too many options when it comes to gear, even though he has the champion. So I'm gonna continue trying and farming this around, and then I will come back and show you where we've got to with the dragon, and then I can show you the build. So be right back, guys. And we are back, guys. So, tested out a few different teams and a few different combinations, but the problem seems to be the fact that on stage 24 and 25, the waves are really tanky and they can actually smack really hard. So, I've managed to, like, this team actually managed to work on 24 and 25, but it looked a little bit orangey on 24 because of the Lurias on the second wave. The Lurias have on their A2 a block revive skill. So because of that, I didn't want to continue trying the team on that level, and I said, okay, let me try it some more on this stage on 25. The disadvantage on stage 25 is that 4 of my champions are wrong affinity. What I tried to do for him is rely mostly on the poisons from Bad El Khazar and from Draco to do the damage, and again rely on the fact that we keep getting Thermitar boosted by Apothecary and Gorgorab to keep rotating through our skills, and then just place more and more poisons and let them to keep going down. I guess this one's slightly more reliable because of the fact that we have 2 revivers. So we have Syl, which is extremely tanky and relentless, and Gorgorab, which is again, he's pretty fast and slightly tanky, but he's wrong affinity, and then something like this can happen. If we get taken down, by the time that Syl gets to revive Gorgorab again, it can take a while, and because of the fact that she will always prioritize the legendaries. So I'm not sure this is reliable enough, and I honestly do not want to suggest to him to do this this team. As you see now, it's failing. Like I said, because of the gear, he has all the good champions, so he has all the right champions, but because of the gear, I would not recommend him to use this team. At the same time, he doesn't have full masteries on everybody. Not everybody is fully booked. Like, he also has a ninja combination, so I wouldn't recommend him to use but ninja's not booked as well, so I wouldn't recommend to use ninja. So honestly, what I think is I'm just gonna tell him to continue farming stage 20 for quite a while, because like I mentioned, he is lacking the speed gear. Like, his speed gear is really low, as I showed you earlier. The fastest speed this account can get on Apothecary is like 273, which is obviously pretty low for especially for the champions that he has and for the days that he's been in. But like I said, he didn't focus that much playing. He was just like as a time burner, and now he wants to get more into the game because he said he enjoys it. So honestly, that's what I think I will tell him to do. And I want to show you the builds as well that we have on these champions and on Genbo. Obviously, I'm gonna come back at the end after this one's finished, because it seems this one's taking a while, and we're gonna look at the builds, guys. So be right back. And we are back, guys. So as it seems, this team looks roughly about the same as the team with Gambo. Like, most of the damage went from the poisons from Bad El Khazar Draco Morph, obviously because we didn't have Gambo to nuke the waves. But anyway, let's have a look at the builds. So the whole idea behind these types of teams is pretty simple. You always want to have your fastest champion in there, because it's like how do I say this? This is mostly focused towards the mid game. So obviously this account has lots of, like, you know, crazy legendaries and all that. He has Draco, he has Sisias, he has Manitors, he has everything he could ask for here. But the combination that you're trying and you're looking to get in here is somebody that does speed boost or Thermitar boost or some kind of Thermitar manipulation, because you want that to influence your team and their teams, if you can, with somebody like a Deacon or Lysandra, to try and control the wave so they go less and you go more. The more you go, the faster you come back to your abilities, and you come back to your stuns, you come back to your poisons, to your heals, to your damage, to whatever type of skill control you have in there. The second option that you always want to try and get in there, unless you can guarantee that the waves will never get a turn by keeping them always stunned or always frozen or whatever other type of CC, you always want to have a reviver, at least one. So as an example, if I didn't have Gorgorab and just Syl, that would still be fine, but I prefer to bring Gorgorab in here because the gear didn't give me the opportunity to build several other champions specific for Dragon. So what I did was I built a core of champions that I will use for Dragon, and then we're going to try and use the same champions for his arena and other areas of the game. So if you look at the Apothecary, for example, this is his speed to 73. I just basically optimized him to get as much speed as I can. If I got some crit on him, that's not a bad idea because he can critically heal on his A2. Then Gorgorab I basically just speed tuned into Apothecary, which is at 228. And then I got him to just be survivable, so as much HP and defense as I could get. Obviously this is not the best because we have some random pieces of accessories here, like we just have resistance banner. I didn't max all of the gear yet, so if we maxed everything here, his stats would go a little bit higher. At the same time, we saw lots of stuff that's not glyphed. Glyphs are really important, guys, so even if you can just farm stage 1 of Faction Wars, just farm that, because even the 1% glyphs can help you a lot. Dracomorph, I did a funky build. Like, you would expect to see Dracomorph as a damage build, but again, I'm mentioning we didn't have the gear to do the best thing in here. So what I chose to do instead is get Dracomorph to be like really fast, so he's our debuffers with for the decreased defense and weaken, because he places it so he doesn't hit, therefore he will never weak hit. So for now, Dracomorph will be the debuffer again for dungeons and for arena. After we get better gear, he's gonna be a nuker because we all know he can do lots of damage, plus he's gonna be the clan boss and so on and so forth. But yeah, I just got him, like I said, speed, right accuracy, and then again survivability, HP and defense. Still of the Drakes, he got some really good relentless. I guess he wants some groups, so I put Syl in relentless. I always like Syl to be in relentless with around 180 plus speed, with 220 plus accuracy to enter stuns, and then again survivable. So she's pretty tanky, she's really good. I prefer at the same time Syl to be in War Master. Lots of people put her in Fearsome Presence, maybe in stun sets and so on. I feel like that's more towards the end game where you specialize her for Doom Tower, for CCing and stuff like that. But early, mid game, even beginning of late game, you'd still prefer to have your Syl of the Drakes running War Master, because you're gonna bring her to heal, to control the waves, and to revive your champions. And when you get to bosses, you want her to do a little bit of damage, and the damage from War Master can take you a long way. Let me just show the masteries for Dracomorph. Like, these were the masteries that the account had. I didn't change them. Like, there's different combinations. You can go into Arcane Celerity, you can even get other masteries from here, but this doesn't matter as he's gonna be specialized for the Bat Eater, and then we're gonna come to Retribution, to the support, to the defense tree, not the support tree. And Battle Khazar, for Battle Khazar I did the same principle. I got him 180 speed, 220, 230 accuracy, and again as survivable as he can, because we care mostly about him doing the damage from the poisons, and he also heals and cleanses with this one. Unfortunately it's on a 5-turn cooldown, so you want this one book. If you get 2 books in this one, job done. So like I said, the core principle of this type of team is to have 1 or 2 damage dealers, not more than that. Like, even if you just have one, that's better, unless you have like a good team that can smack them really fast. So you have 2 damage dealers, you have 1 debuffer that usually drop defense champion to help you for the waves. In our case, it's Dracomorph. This one can be anybody. It can be Stagnite, it can be War Maiden, it can be, you name it. Anybody that drops the defense, so it makes it faster for you clearing the waves, just bring them in there. And then you want 2 support champions in there that, if they can heal, revive, or like CC the champions at the same time, do that. Like somebody like a Syl, she does stun on her A2, she has a chance to AoE stun everybody, at the same time she revives on her A3, plus she heals from her passive. Then Gorgorab, same thing, he boosts turn meter, puts increased attack, and revives and heals on the A3. Then Apothecary, same thing, boosts turn meter, puts increased speed on the A3, heal on the A2, and triple hit on day 1. This one's good. This one can do damage from the Giant Slayer, but he needs to finish up the masteries. Same thing for Gorgorab. So this is the way that I've seen the best way to get him for now, up until he finds better gear, and then he can specialize, because like I said, he has lots of good champions to work with. But I guess this will be it for today, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this taught you something, or showed you that it doesn't have to, that there's always ways to work around with an account. Even if if the gear is really bad, just go to the lower stage. If the champions are really good and the gear is bad, that's what you do. If the champions are bad but the gear is good, there's always a way to try and combine, just getting the right combination of champions with the right gear on them, and you can pass most of the content in the game. But this will be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and leave us and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace, love you all, bye guys.